Good morning, everyone. It's time for another hike. Today we're at Smith Rock State Park, just outside of Medford, Oregon. We're all going to hike the Misery Ridge and River Trail today. About 3.6 miles, a little over 900 feet of climbing. There's promised some spectacular views, and I can already see some here. There's part of the trail down there. It's following along the Crooked River. You can see the trail down there. But we're going to do this trail counterclockwise, which is going to be all the climbing. Get that out of the way first, and then once we're on the other side, we'll follow along the Crooked River, and it will be mostly flat. This is at the Smith Rock State Park. There is a $10 day use / parking fee, which isn't too bad. And dogs are allowed. And that's why Star's going to join me. Star, come here, say hello. Star, hello. She's too busy. She's all excited. She's sniffing around already. But it's early yet. It's about 5 after 5 in the morning, so it's another half hour at least till sunrise. But it should be a very nice day. It's in the mid-50s right now. Should get up into the low mid-70s later, but it will be breezy. I do have the windsock on my microphone, so hopefully that'll eliminate some of the wind noise. Hope it's not so bad. But it's a beautiful day for a hike, as are most days. And I also brought today my trekking poles, which I normally don't bring, but I read a lot of the reviews that said once you descend, oh, there goes an eagle flying by. I don't know if you saw that. He just glided past. Cool. But from a lot of the reviews I read, the downhill portion of the hike is very steep and somewhat slippery. So I brought my poles along with me just in case I need them on the way down. All right, there's some nice clouds in the sky too. So hopefully I'll get some nice pictures. This should be a great hike, and there's supposed to be many great views at the top. So I can't wait to show those to you. All right, we'll get started here. Well, the trail starts with a little bit of a descend to get started. We came from up there, and we're heading down here. But there's some amazing views already. Very beautiful area. I hear a lot of bird song. Hopefully the microphone's picking that up for you here. This is a little bit steep going down this little area here. So this will be a nice little climb up and out of here at the end of the trail too. There's a nice, there's a bridge over here, goes across the Crooked River. I'm going to keep recording until we get to that, and I'll show you that view of the river. A little bit of loose rock on this descend here, but so far so good, no slipping. There are bathrooms here. Looks to be a very well-maintained trail. I like this wooden fence they have along the trail here. Very nice. Just beautiful out here. Promises to be a nice sunrise. There's clouds. Maybe we'll get some nice color. I can get some nice pictures. There's the bridge coming up here. Once we get over the bridge, it's where the loop starts. And like I mentioned earlier, we're going to start going counterclockwise. Get the climbing out of the way. Right off the bat, the climbing starts. Just came over the bridge, and there's a series of switchbacks before you even get to the trail split to do the loop. Star's checking something out, or she's just admiring the view. It's kind of neat. There's some stairs built into this series of switchbacks, which makes things a little easier. I'll show you where the trail split is, where the loop starts, as soon as I get to it. Well, that didn't take long. Only a half mile in, 72 feet of climbing. We've reached the trailhead. This way goes clockwise. We're going counterclockwise. Come on, Star, let's go. And there's more uphill. Nothing too difficult. Slow and steady climbing. Some more steps. Nice colors in the sunrise. There's already another hiker here on the trail, getting an early start like we are. Okay, I'm gonna keep climbing. I'll be back later. Well, besides being popular for hiking here at the park, rock climbing is also very popular here. I can't imagine. This goes straight up, sheer cliff. I can't imagine doing that. I get sweaty palms watching videos of people doing that kind of stuff. I could never do that. This is kind of neat here. These two rocks, there's a little passageway through here. There might be a view here. Wow. And you look down there below, there's that bridge we just crossed over. Just spectacular. Look at these views. Gorgeous. I just passed that other hiker. I should say she passed me. She says she works just down the road, and she hikes this entire trail, the whole loop, every morning before work. That's pretty impressive. That's a good way to wake up. That'll wake you up better than a cup of coffee will. Get Star, go. Okay. We'll go back to the main trail and keep going up. Star, you coming? Just look down and I see this little snake. I hate snakes. This little guy doesn't look to be a problem for me. And there he goes. I guess that's his nest. Huh. All right. I hope that's the biggest snake we see today. Okay, here comes the sun. It's a little after 5 o'clock, and it's time for sunrise. In the meantime, I've got more hiking to do, and more stairs to climb, more elevation to gain. It's been straight up. You can see, looking down, we've come a good way up already. It doesn't look like too much more to go to get the top, but I've been fooled by that many times before. So I'm going to wait till I get there, and then I'll know we're at the top. One more peek of the sun coming up. Beautiful. You know, I use that word a lot, but that's the best word to describe it. Well, I've come to a nice little view here. down into the valley, looking into this little town. I'm not sure what the name of this town is. I'd mentioned earlier we're about 5 or 6 miles north of Redmond, Oregon. So I don't know if this is still part of Redmond. It might be. I don't know. Some mountains, not so little, but nice mountains in the background there. Beautiful clouds. And I'm looking over here to my right, and it looks like we're going to get some more views. This time we'll see some snow-capped mountains. Sorry about the sniffling. I don't know what it is. Every time I go hiking, my nose starts to run a little. Look at that. I believe, wait, let me stop and I'll zoom in. Let me zoom in on that. I believe that right there is the Three Sisters. What these other mountains are, I couldn't tell you. I'm not really sure. Maybe later we'll get to see Hood Mountain. Beautiful rock formation down here. That's gorgeous. And we're going the right way because there's a trail marker, Misery Ridge Trail. That's where we're going. Looks like we're going to go a little bit down. We're going to lose some elevation, and then we got to climb right back up it again. What was I going to say? Misery. I don't know why they call this Misery Ridge, Misery Trail. Maybe because of the climbing and the steepness of it. I don't know. I think Misery might be a little harsh. Difficult, challenging. But Misery, nah, I'm not feeling miserable. I'm having a great time and enjoying this. Seeing that eagle earlier was awesome. Seeing that little snake was pretty cool. Maybe we'll see more wildlife. I'd love to see that eagle again. There's that rock formation again. Very cool. You know, I just recorded it saying we have to go up this. Unfortunately, I checked the app. We don't have to go up that. Apparently, we're already at the top when we were just up here. Now we're on our way down. It's kind of surprising because so far we've only done 665 feet of climbing. So I guess on the way down there's going to be a little more up along the way to get us to 900. But here's another view of Smith Rock. And again, I believe that is Mount Bachelor in the background. Again, please correct me if I'm wrong about that. And also down there is the Crooked River. But I'm going to slowly make my way downhill. It's a little steep, so again, I'm going to not record much on the way down unless I stop someplace. Wish me luck. You know, I'm sorry. I think I'm going to have to make another correction. This is not Smith Rock. This is actually Monkey Face. And if I zoom in, I think you'll see why it's called that. Look at that. It does look like a monkey face. So I guess that rock that I had videoed towards the beginning of the hike was in fact Smith Rock. And this is Monkey Face. Interesting. All right. Sorry for all the corrections, but at least I'm catching it while I'm doing the hike. All right, I've been making my way down here slowly. So far, no problems, and we're going to keep going down. Okay, on my way down here, I've made it to a relatively flat spot, and here's another view of the Three Sisters. Those are the Three Sisters right there. And if we look just to the left of them, that's Broken Top right there. See if I can get in a little closer. There you go. That's Broken Top. And back to the right, and we can see the Three Sisters and Broken Top at the same time. Beautiful. You know, I'm looking here. This must be Millionaire's Row living here. There's some beautiful homes. Or should I call them mansions here? God bless America. Where's that other one at? Where is it? There it is. Very nice. There's a bunch of them here. Maybe in another lifetime. It's not important. I'm happy with everything I have. Like I always sign off on my videos, be grateful, and I'm always grateful. I have everything I could possibly want, and it allows me to do this journey that I'm on, to do these hikes, and do my photography, see what a beautiful country we live in. I meet some interesting people, so I've got plenty to be grateful for. The fridge is full. Star, what do you think? You enjoying this hike? Where's she at? There she is. She's always got to be up ahead. Star, you happy? Oh yeah, here she comes. Here's another view of the monkey face. It definitely looks even more monkey-like here. It's pretty cool. Still making my way down slowly downhill. Taking my time. Still some steep sections here. Star, what'd you find? She's checking something out and just jumped back. What'd you find? Another little snake? Leave it. Star, be nice. Leave it alone. Leave it. What? Stop it. What did you find? Leave it alone. Whatever it's... Oh, it's a little... Leave it. Move. Move. It's a little lizard. He doesn't look happy with Star being around. I don't blame him. All right, Star. That's a good find, but leave it alone. Come on, move. Move. Thank you. Good girl. Leave the critters alone. There's the second set of stairs I found that go up. Is that a raven flying up above there? Where is he? Oops. Sorry, I'm on a I'm on a decline. I don't want to fall. Where is he soaring? Anyway, I give up. But yeah, I don't know where these stairs go to. It's not part of the trail. I guess they're just overlooks where you can get different views. I'm not going to do that. The views I see from down here right now are more than enough. There's Monkey Face again, way over there. It definitely does look like a monkey. That's funny how nature does that. There's a word for that where humans have this tendency or this ability to see faces in different things. I forget what it's called now. Padelia, something like that. I don't know. You'd have to look it up on Wikipedia or something. But there is a word for that. Like if you look in the clouds and see a face, or you see Abraham Lincoln or a dog or a cat, there's a word for that. But you don't have to use too much of an imagination to figure out that looks like a monkey. Let me keep going down and keep enjoying these views. It's a beautiful day. It's warmed up a little bit from when I started. It was a little chilly. I said mid-50s, but it's very comfortable right now. Plus, I guess I'm a little warmed up after doing this hike. Take the chill off of my body. Nice little view of the river here. Nice. Go out here a little ways. You know, looks like I'm close. Trust me, I'm not that close. I have a pretty good fear of heights. A little detour off the main trail, taking this view of the river. Also got a little bit of a drink here at the river. But like I said, we came off the main trail, which is right here, not that far. Speaking of Star getting a drink at the river, she's getting another drink. You done? There she goes. A little Miss Excitement. This way, lady. This way, Star. A little bit of an uphill here. I don't know how much more of that there should be. But I guess there's got to be some more, because I just checked a little while ago. We're at 665 feet of elevation gain. And the app said a hair over 900 feet of climbing. So there's got to be a little bit of up and down on this portion of the trail that follows the Crooked River. But I'm really enjoying this trail. It's gorgeous. I did see another eagle flying by, but he was, or she, was in the distance, and by the time I would have got the camera out and ready to go, he or she would have been gone. I don't know if you heard that, a little bit of a slide. Those are the kind of noises I don't like to hear on a hike. But I managed to make it down the steepest part without a problem. And as far as doing this whole trail, I don't think there's an advantage going up either the way we came, going counterclockwise, or if you go clockwise. They're both about equally steep. And the only advantage going counterclockwise is you do the climbing first, and then the rest of the trail is downhill or mostly level. And I guess that's why most people recommend going counterclockwise. Where are you going? Come here. Come on, let's go. Thank you. She listens pretty good. That's why I can leave her off leash. I mean, I know the rules say dogs on leash. But there's 2 reasons I do it. First of all, she's learned to be off leash very well. She stays pretty close. If she does get ahead, she turns around periodically to see if I'm coming. And if she doesn't see me, she comes running back. Wait a minute. I'm gonna stop and interrupt this with more geese. Got a mom and a dad and their babies. But like I was saying, the other reason I have Star off leash, especially on a trail like this one, she has a tendency, she's not very good at still on the leash. She's much better than when I first got her. When I first got her, you couldn't walk her on the leash. You'd go 100 feet and you'd be exhausted because she would just pull as hard as she could, and trying to hold her back, it was exhausting. So did a lot of work, and she's okay, better on the leash, but she still has a tendency of pulling. And with me holding the leash and her pulling me, especially going down a steep incline like we just did, it's not very safe for me. I'm worried that she'll pull me down and I'll get hurt. So that's why I spend a lot of time training her to be off leash. But I do have a bit of a safety net. I don't know if you notice. She's going poop. I'm gonna have to clean that up in a minute. But I don't know if you notice, if you look at if I get a close-up of Star, besides having her regular, I want to say halter. I keep saying halter, but it's not a halter. Her regular leash. I can't think of that word now. Anyway, in addition to having that, there's that orange collar she has on, and I have the remote control in my pocket, and it'll vibrate or give it an audible beep, and that gets her attention, and then she'll listen to me and she'll come. But generally she listens pretty well to my verbal commands. I might have to say it 2 or 3 times. It's like having a teenager sometimes, but she will eventually listen. All right, I got to go clean up her poop, and then I'm going to keep hiking. Okay, I just passed 2 different hikers, and they both told me they've seen a rattlesnake, a little one, but they think it's dead. So let me zoom in here, and there it is. That's about as ever close as I want to get to a rattlesnake. And he isn't that big, and he's not moving, and I got to keep Star far away from it because she'll try to go sniff it, and to be my luck, this thing's not dead and it will jump up and bite her. But that's my first time seeing a rattlesnake out in the wild. So stay here. Sit down. Thank you. All right, I got to keep her away from this. I just came across this beautiful little meadow. The river is just on the other side of this. Star, what are you doing down there? Come up here. Beautiful little meadow. Nice, these are flowers. They're probably some kind of a weed. I'm not sure. But nice yellow color regardless. Adding to this beautiful view. Look at these rocks over here. Very jagged. Neat. There's a bunch of gnats flying around too. I don't know if you can notice those on the video. They haven't really bothered me too much. There's a ton of them right here. Birds have a feast eating these guys up. I'm really enjoying this hike. Oh, real quick, I I didn't mention it while I was filming the snake, but as soon as those other hikers told me about the snake, I put Star right on the leash. Kept a sharp eye out for that snake. I didn't, because you see how she is with wildlife, she'll go right up to it. So I didn't want her to go up to it and start sniffing it and then it be alive. Even though the other two people told me they thought it was dead, I didn't want to take any chances, obviously. So, but then as soon as we got around the snake and got safe distance away from it, I let her off again. What a beautiful little view here. It's the sun peeking through the tree. That's nice. Well, there's the bridge where we started, where we first crossed over to do this hike. So we're getting close to the end. We're getting close to the trailhead. So I think I'm going to wrap up this video here. I have thoroughly enjoyed this hike. It's just stunning views, beautiful, beautiful scenery, lovely rock formations, great trail, very well maintained, clean. Highly, highly recommend. I give it 5 out of 5 stars. As far as difficulty, I mentioned earlier, I'd give it a moderate because of the steep climb and the steep descent. If you're a beginner, just make sure you can do those steep climbs. Take your time. I brought my trekking poles with me. Didn't use them. I just took my time coming downhill. But if you're unsure of yourself and you have trekking poles, definitely bring them with you and use them on the way down or use them on the way up. I usually don't use poles on the way up. I only use them on the way down to steady myself and keep from falling. You know what? I'm not sure if this is. No, this is the beginning. I started to second guess myself. This is where we started. We still have a little bit of climbing to do to get back to the trailhead, but it's not that far. Give you one last view of the river as we cross the bridge. Just beautiful. I love it. This was a very, very good trail. Like I said, highly, highly recommend it. Star, did you like the trail? Star. You gonna look at me? Star. No? She's ignoring me. I don't know why. Alright. So we gotta climb up this last little section here. And then we'll be back at the trailhead. So again, we're gonna go with the totals since my app paused out on me. We'll go with 3.6 miles. I think it's 908 feet of elevation gain, and I didn't look at the time. I think it took us over 3 hours. You can do it faster if you don't stop and take pictures and videos like I've been doing. So again, highly recommend it. I've had a few more people subscribe to the channel this week. Thank you very, very much if that was you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. If you like these hiking videos, I'm going to do some other type. I'm going to do some more railroad videos as well and other sites that I see as my travels go. But there'll be more hiking. Matter of fact, as soon as I get back to the van, I'll take a little bit of a break. And then I'm going to head a little further east. And there's a series of other trails and hikes that I want to do. So there's definitely more hiking coming. So until the next time, again, thank you for watching. Keep smiling. Remember, all shall be well. And as always, be grateful for everything you have. And I'm going to do that slideshow right now, so don't stop watching. There'll be a slideshow of my photos. So until the next time, love you. I'll see you then.